Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Dan Potts with me. We've just drawn 2-2 to Liverpool here at the Emirates. Dan, I asked Robbie this to start. I'm going to ask you as well. The feeling right now, what's the overarching feeling for you after that performance?
Do you know what? I can't be disappointed with the performance of the lads, if I'm honest with you. I could be disappointed with the result because I felt that we could have done more. I felt like there was potentially the killer instinct that maybe yet again could have let us down. But I've got to say, I'm getting a bit peeved off with these injuries now, man. Because I was one who said in the summer window maybe I was a little bit disappointed, but I was talking about up top, not at the back.
Yeah, I was going to say, because when I said to Robert, I knew you was there, and I was like, oh, you might be hearing this one. But
yeah, no, I did hear it, and he's right in saying that, because up top I still felt that we needed a striker.
I agree.
Robbie was the same.
We agree, yeah.
Odegaard getting not a knock, I was like, that's one we can't afford, and who's going to now replace him? But when you've got 25 defenders and 24 of them are injured, you're kind of struggling, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I will say that the equalising goal, I still don't believe that happens if Timber and Gabriel are on the pitch. I thought Timber was one of our best players. He locked up Salah. He wasn't on the pitch, and Salah scores the goal. Right? I'm not blaming Lewis Skelly because he's a kid that's come on, and actually on the ball he looks very good, by the way. Very, very good. And look, our left-hand side has been a bit of a problem, if I'm honest with you, over the last, maybe 12 to 18 months. I saw today, maybe Martinelli's touch let him down at times, but he was a threat all the time. Marino really come into the game. I thought first 15, I was thinking, come on, man. Then he got the goal.
Did he need a big game for you? Because I think a lot of fans before were saying, boy, you got to show us something.
Well, yeah, something. He needed to do something. And I think today that he was a lot better. Not just the goal, I thought actually going forward he was a lot better. I thought some of the balls he was threading through to Martinelli were actually unleashing him a little bit. And look, I think that when you look at what we have bought in the summer, again, Calafiori injured, Timber's coming back, still gets knocks. Gabriel and Saliba were both so consistent for us. Gabriel's gone off today. We've got Calafiori, we've got, Zinchenko must be sitting there going, what am I doing here? What's going on?
It's crazy to see Miles Lewis Skelly go getting in front of him.
Kivior as well. Kivior coming on as well ahead. I think Zinchenko we've kind of grew out of now. I think it's time to be respectful to him and say good footballer, but not good defender in my opinion. And it's time to be moving on from that. But when you look at Tomiyasu, another one, if people forget about Tomiyasu. But look, let's look at the positives today, because I thought at fullback we were very good. I thought Partey was superb, absolutely superb. But right back, everyone was wincing. Oh, I don't want him at right back. I thought he was very good. Timber very good. Ben White. No one's mentioned him today.
Oh, no one has actually spoke about him.
Centre back today. Set up Saka for a fantastic ball over the top. Fantastic ball. I've got to be real about that, man. So, look, I was really impressed by a few of the individuals today, but injuries have let us down. Gabriel and Timber going off. I think the reason Núñez gets that space, I don't think he does with those players on. Salah's there to tap it in. It's difficult. But Salah didn't have much to do. I don't think I remember Raya being peppered. Save. I thought Liverpool were okay today, as I expected them to be. But Arsenal should be proud of the performance, to be fair. I think we should have done more in the first half. I thought we were absolutely electric. Really, really good. Saka's goal raised everyone. Obviously, the goal that Marino scored took about 15 minutes for VAR. Who, by the way, someone said we're on FPL while they're trying to watch the lines and all this rubbish. I mean, what is happening here?
Crazy.
You zoom in on VAR and he's got FPL on his phone. What's happening here?
It's mad. It's mad.
What's going on here?
You couldn't write. It's a calamity. It's disastrous.
Absolute shambles. This.
Honestly, it's a mockery. It's a mockery of everything. If I'm being real,
it's a madness. And the offside lines. Last season Lee Mason couldn't draw them, so he got binned off. The guys we were asking for is on FPL, just getting triple captain ready while we're trying to get the lines up. What's happening here? This is a madness, bruv.
Absolute mockery of the game. Let's quickly to finish off, because you started by saying the injuries are starting to annoy you. Are you massively concerned at going forward in the next couple of games, the Newcastles, the Chelseas, or do you think Arsenal, what they've been doing so far, they have been managing it? I know we're not going on and winning games, but I'll be honest, the boys, I'm proud of what I've seen from the boys, considering we have so many players out. Do you think that continues, or do you think these next run of injuries are really going to detriment us winning games?
I'm interested to see how bad Timber and Gabriel are. Saliba's back now, we've got to remember as well, so that's good. That's a massive bonus. I'm hoping Odegaard isn't far away, because I know people have said we've not missed him results-wise, but we have on the pitch. The creativity, the vision, the flair, the pressing, the leadership qualities, I think need to come back, and I hope he's back ASAP. But Chelsea and Newcastle are must win now. For me, if we want to go win the title, that is, right? Fair. We want to go get top 4, we're going to do that. That's fine, right? But we're not about that. We want to go win the league, right? So for me, it's got to be now 6 points in the next 2. That's going to be difficult because we only picked up a point out of the last 2 games of last season. Lost to Newcastle, drew to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I think we can beat both teams. I do.
Yeah,
I mean, the
agree.
performance I've seen today has given me a little bit of a lift in terms of some of the players who've still got out. But injuries, no matter how many players you have, when you've got that many players out, it's going to start to hit us. We've got red cards that we've had to deal with, injuries we've had to deal with, refereeing decisions today. I'd like to see them all back. I'm not going to make I haven't seen anything. I've not been able to look yet. The Kivior header, it doesn't look like a foul from what I'm being told. And obviously the Martinelli decision, people are saying it could have been a penalty in the first half.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want to look at those 2. I want to see what they're about. Anthony Taylor, I'm not going to sit there and say he's a crap referee. I mean, what are we expecting from these guys? No one can sit there and say, whenever people say to me, do you know who the ref is the weekend? I do not care. I don't, because none of them are good, are they?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? There is nobody that you look at and go, I'm glad we got him as ref. That's good. Nobody. You just go, oh, is it? I'll just pick one of the crap ones from the crap list. Because that's all they are, right? They're rubbish. So I'm not going to use referees as an excuse anymore because they're all rubbish. If you're looking at the referee, you ain't done your job, right? You can't look at the referee and go, let's have a look at the referee and see what we performed today. Shouldn't matter. You should do your job. You should get 3 points. And today I think we could have. I feel not let down by the team, but I feel potentially let down by the result because I do feel like we could have won. And I feel like the injuries today have let us down again, and it's hard there because it makes out I'm looking at Lewis Skelly and Kivior going, you're not as good as the other 2. Do you know, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not doing that because it's not fair with the players we got out. But I do think with Gabriel and Timber there, I don't think they score that goal. I don't think we concede, and that's what I'm looking at. I will say this lastly, I look at Bournemouth results and Brighton results more than I do at this. I must say that because Liverpool are top side, and you can come away from a draw thinking fair play. I think it's been a draw the last 7 or 8 games. I think there's been more draws than wins or losses, right? So you expect it to be at least that. But yeah, frustrating. I'll look back at that. We've got to take every game as it comes. We must beat Chelsea and Newcastle now.